Just got back from work, otherwise I had to make this video quickly before the idea goes. But what happened today? I got to, so every week we get sent a email or a message, and it tells us which site we're going to be working on for that week. Start of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. And today we had a job to go to, me, the narcissist, the lead engineer narcissist, and another engineer. Now, when I get to the site, there's nobody there, it seemed. So I rang him and I was like, oh, what's going on? Are you not in the job? And he started saying, oh, we're not in that job. We're not near that job, where somewhere else that job is cancelled. As I drove around, I was like, really? Oh, okay, fine. He's like, oh, go back to the headquarters. Go back to the headquarters. So I put in the sat nav, all right, headquarters, and I started making my way into headquarters. And as I was making my way, I spotted his van in my side mirror. As I'd gone past it, I didn't notice it because it was on the opposite side of the road, and it was parked up on this little corner street. So I was like, why is he parked up there? This job's not going on. So I messaged my actual manager. I was like, oh, is this job going on? It was too early in the morning, so my manager hadn't got to the headquarters yet. So I just thought, you know what, let me just go back there and wait. So I turned my van around and I'm just waiting on the site. And then I just walked around the corner, and it was the second engineer, and it was the lead engineer who I think is a narc. He's definitely a narc, sociopath. And his face was like, what are you doing here? Like, I thought I told you to go to the depot or back to the headquarters, the yard, we call it the yard. And I goes, I just had a blank stare on my head. I didn't say anything. He's like, all right. He's like, he's made up a new story. He's like, okay, you can stay here. We're going to another job to finish off a task at another site. We're going to meet you back here, but this site, nothing's happening. But on the phone, I didn't say before, he said, oh, this job was cancelled, how he's going to be headed to the headquarters himself soon. So I should head back there. There's nothing going on in that site. Now, the reason why I believe he wanted to get rid of me, because at this site where he was sending me away from, it's a site where when we work it, there's some additional funds that can be made in terms of, like, you can make some little money on the side extra doing something else on that particular site. Like, we have these specific jobs where we can make this extra money. But for those jobs lately, what I think they've been doing is they've been going to those jobs and then telling me those jobs have been cancelled. So I would just go back to the headquarters and just waste my day, and they will go to that job and they will split that money between them. And also, when I was working the job before with them, what they had been doing was they had been splitting the money, but unevenly. So they would take more than more of it. So they would give me a smaller share. So they steal your share. And it's something that narcs always do. It's like they want to either find a reason to not give you what's due to you, or they will just say, oh, we can't give it to you because you haven't worked for the business this long, or, you're an alcoholic, or you might go to gambling or use it for something else, that's some other vice that they may have been in your past, may be something that, you're not against. So they'll just find anything to use. And it's just to give them a leverage, or to give them a reason to abuse you further. These people is all about power and dominance over you. And it's so prevalent on the planet right now that, everybody's like trying to squabble and scruff around and fight for pennies, or just for like this little bit. And the thing about us is that, one, we always recover, we always come back. When people take from us, I'm getting more comfortable with my healing journey, talking about the chosen ones and calling myself that term, because it's actually what it is. Because you can't have faced this much of adversity, this much rejection, this much being isolation, shut out, ganged up on, gang stalkers, monitoring spirits, every negative, every kind of spiritual attack that you can mention. I've faced it. And more or less, I've come out standing. I've just come out like nothing's happened. These people, they put spells on you. They put spells on your life. They want to gatekeep you your whole life. So it's like, say you've got an opportunity to make 1,000, 2,000 extra on top of your salary, they will try to find a way to take that money from you. And they want to make you always doubt yourself. They want to make you have low self-esteem. They want to make you doubt your own reality. They're constantly gaslighting, projecting onto you, gaslighting. Like today, basically, just lying on me. And my actual manager saw my message and then messaged me later and said, no, the job's still on. So you just have to go there. You can't trust what these people say. You have to check for yourself. You have to go for yourself. You have to constantly change your routine. Yeah. They're in your house, they're in your apartment. They got bugs in our phones, bugs in our apartments. You know, if you go left, if you say to them you're gonna go left, they'll tell you that you're supposed to have gone right. If you go right, they'll tell you have to go. You're supposed to have gone left. It's constant. So the advice that you see online, the videos and all the healing stuff, is to not deal with these people. But right now, I'm in a scenario where this is the team I'm in, and he's just the lead. He's the lead person on the team, and he happens to be a narc. And last week, the second engineer, so there's two installers, myself and another engineer, two engineers are under him, and that engineer was off, and me and this guy got on completely fine. Like, we had no issues. Like, we literally worked together. It was smooth. I listened to him and did as I have to listen to him, because he's more senior than me in the business. I listened to him, did all the job. I was helping him. He was not like being any different way or whatever, treated me like, you know, how he's supposed to. And today, as the other guy that he's worked for longer than myself was there, it was just a complete different, just cold, just like say, oh, go over there and do that job, go over there and do that job, just like sending me here and there, just literally. So again, just like the triangulation, just having some ganging up on you against you with someone else to make you feel small in order to big up their own fragile ego. They're just cretins. Like, there's literally what it is with a lot of these characters is that I think it's because we're quite righteous and we try and do things the right way, the truthful way. We're not perfect, though. I have to keep saying that because I've made a lot of mistakes in my past and I will probably make mistakes in the future. We're not perfect. But what it happens is that when we do make mistakes, these people, they have to exploit, they have to not exploit it, but also expose it. If you make a mistake, if you're late to work, if you make a mistake on the job, if you make a mistake in your social life, in your private life, that mistake has to be put on the billboard for everyone to see. It has to be talked about by all your colleagues to mock you. Even, you know, if you might have like, if you walk around and you might have a tiny bit of like people pleaser-ish vibe in you, like you want to help people, you want to get along with people, and you become a bit more agreeable. And some of it can be a bit manipulative because you want to get your own needs met, and you're always being like over helping. Even that will be used against you. Like, they want to walk all over you. And then when you react, when you like stand up for yourself, you're the issue. When you're like, hold on, you haven't got more right to this extra work, this extra money, this overtime more than myself. Why do you want to take that equipment? Why do you? They'll say, it's not just about that. Focus on your job. They'll gaslight you. And as soon as your back's turned, what they told you not to do, they're doing it. They're doing it double upon double. They're doing it tenfold. Don't trust them. Always check. If something says something and their word, go and check online, check your emails, check your messages from your managers, check that, you know, your actual direct people you report into. Yeah, check all your things that you use for your job. Look after your stuff. And a lot of this message is for myself. Again, the man is the same guy that took away my tools. So I'm working with both of them. So it's myself, and it's like those two go off, and then it's me, and I'm just like doing tasks myself, and I'm, you know, competent enough at this stage, so that's fine. I'm happy to just go off and just work alone, you know. I forgot my headphones today, but I can put my headphones in and just listen to some music, go off and just start repairing things or installing things or taking things down or whatever the job is. Yeah, so we have to do things ourselves. We have to find ways that we can feed ourselves outside of these 9 to 5s. But whilst we're there, we also have to really like watch our backs, man. These people are literally sabotaging us all the way, every day, you know, in every way they can try. They will send you to lunch, and then whilst you're gone, they will do something that you might not have done or seen before, or they will send you to lunch and then maybe someone senior has come into sight, and then they will say, oh, I don't know where that person is. They walked off. They went to have a cigarette. They've gone to have lunch when I didn't say. They will just say anything to make you seem like you're not towing the line of the company. You could be late like 20 minutes, half an hour. They will come in late, an hour, 2 hours late. Oh, I had a flat tire. Oh, my van. Oh, I left my key here. I had to drive there. They'll have all the excuses. You won't tell the manager, but if you do something wrong, I can guarantee your manager will be on the phone. They'll call the manager. They will copy it, send it to someone. Why isn't this done? Why haven't you put in your paperwork for the last job you did? I just got an email saying you haven't got, you know, there's another guy that I deal with, the same thing. He just called me, oh, your paperwork is behind from this job that you did. Why? They wake up on a Monday morning and they just think, who can I get supply from? Where can I get some energy from? Who can I get some charge, some battery life from? They don't get up and think, oh, how can I make my own energy? Or maybe I'll go to the gym. Maybe I'll try and get some sunlight. Maybe I'll do some grounding. Maybe I'll do some journaling. Maybe I'll just dance like to myself and play some happy music. Maybe I'll do some incantations. Maybe I'll do some affirmations, something. They get up and they see, who can I attack? Who can I attack? I want to make another video about my hobby groups as well. You can't even have hobby groups outside of work with people that are there. They'll be making friends with people who don't like you, and they wonder why you're like. That's what happens is like their comments, these slick little remarks start coming out of their comments. Literally, as an empathic person, sensitive, intuitive, chosen one, you have to literally be like a superhero. You have to watch your back. You have to be alone. You have to have tough skin. You have to have emotional intelligence. You have to be stoic. All the things you have to go through for these demonic little cretins. Nobody will believe you. No one will listen to you. No one will validate you. It's mad. It is an honor to have the gifts that I have, to know that I've got a great purpose of my life. I definitely am humbled by that fact. You just have to keep going. It's the final quarter of the year. If you're getting this message, just keep going. Don't give up. Stay on the path. Keep improving. Keep learning. Yeah, keep going, man, because I think you can do it. You got this. Try not to succumb to these people's maneuvers. Try and stay positive and pray. Stay prayed up. And yeah, if you enjoy what you do, do it. Don't let anyone dim your light, and just like, you know, do it for yourself. Yeah, just keep improving. Peace.